Hi everyone, I'm Jennifer with Cubicle Living, and today I am with Sergio, one of our clients that use our cubicle walls, and we are going to do a testimonial with him today. All right, so hi Sergio. So what initially caught your attention about cubicle walls?
Yeah, so at first I wasn't really experienced with co-living or even adding a room. And I'd spent some time thinking about if I should even build a room, right? Especially for co-living. So this house wasn't originally bought to be like a co-living property,
Right.
but I wanted to try the model, so I said, why not?
Mm-hmm.
I looked into getting it built with drywall, and that brought up a couple of concerns because, number one, I currently have people living here. And so with building traditional walls, it's going to take, you need a day to do the framing, time to do the drywall. You're also going to need to do some of the painting and the muddying and all that. So it takes a couple days.
Right.
And it causes a lot of damage as well. So I'd have to drill into the foundation, probably would need a new floor as well. Need to redo some of the stuff on the roof. So it was something that I thought about, but it was a really high cost, right? In terms of the damage, the time, and also removing it, right? If I decide to refinance or sell it a couple years down the road, I need to rip the wall out and basically do a lot of cleanup, to make that go away. So the first thing that caught my attention was how easy it was to install. So it was all done in a day, and how easy it is to take away. And I thought it was cool too that if I have like a refinance or something, I could uninstall it, put it in the garage, have the person come in, and then put it back in, So you can't do that with drywalls. I'd have to tear it down, put it, start all over.
Right, you basically have to trash. So.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that those were the reasons why, and it made sense in the numbers as well, in terms of the cost to replace, remove, and so on.
Perfect. Awesome. Can you share what took some time in deciding to move forward with the purchase? I know you reached out to me like in March and stuff, but like now it's like June, so it's curious.
Yeah, so first, like I said, I bought this duplexes before I know about the co-living. So the first question for me is, should I even go down this route? And so that is, should I even convert the living room into a bedroom? So I had to look at the parking, had to look at the zoning, look at the code, right? Do I have enough room? So that took some time. And after I decided to do it, I wanted to see, okay, what can I do with the drywall? So I had to get contractors. And I'd have to hire probably a lot of them if I want to do it myself. So that took some time to get quotes with the drywall. Now I can compare it to the cubicle, right? After I decided that I could put a room in here. So that was the first step. And the second step is, okay, do these permanent walls give you the same benefits as like a regular drywall? So, are they going to insulate you from sound? Is it going to be safe? Is it going to look good? How is it being attached? And all those things took a lot of time. I had to ask you a bunch of questions. You sent me videos, and I'm really picking. So yeah. So every little detail I had to know about it until I finally understood, what this product is.
Right.
And it's basically able to do everything that a wall.
Yes. Perfect. Not bad. Okay. So after using cubicle walls, can you see yourself going back to permanent drywall in the future?
Not for co-living. The reason being is this has all the advantages of building a wall, but it has all the pros. If I can remove it, I can install it easily. So it doesn't make sense for me to go back to a regular old drywall.
If you could change or improve anything about the product, service, or process, what would it be?
So one thing that I almost never do with contractors or with any work is give 100% up front.
Right.
But I'd met you guys, I'd met Bobby, you sent me videos of jobs you've done. You showed me somebody doing the exact same thing, which is they converted a living room into 2 bedrooms in your case.
Yes.
So I had a lot more trust in you guys and confidence, and you guys could do it and would do it well. But if it weren't for that, I would not have put 100%. It's almost like a hard rule for me, but you guys were the exception.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for trusting us in that. I understand too, because I would not do the same way either. Like we always pay at the end after the project's being done. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Well, thank you for trusting us.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have any suggestions or feedback that could help us improve our products?
I mean, kind of tying it to my previous one, just not 100% up front. You know, maybe materials are 80 or 50, 70, 100. But no concerns really. It was better than my expectations. I don't think it could have gone any better. So can't think of any. I'd have to think really hard. Even then, I can't think of any improvements.
Perfect. Are there any other co-living related products or services you like to see Cubicle offer in the future?
I mean, I can think about the stuff I have issues with, or that's a challenge. So like chaining is definitely a pain, especially if it's just like a room or something if somebody moves out.
Right.
Another thing is, I was kind of talking to Bobby about like how this could be used for rental arbitrage.
Yes.
And so, you don't really have to basically tear into the walls and do all this crazy kind of renovations. You just do a temporary wall. But one of the benefits I think that attracts people to the rental arbitrage is you don't have to put a huge down payment. You don't have to basically tear into the walls and do all this crazy kind of renovations. You just do a temporary wall. But one of the benefits I think that attracts people to the rental arbitrage is you don't have to put a huge down payment. You don't have to own the property, so it's also less risk. But since these are reusable, I was wondering you could probably make this deal even sweeter for people with arbitrage if you rent them out. You know what I mean? Yeah, or it could be even like a different kind of revenue, like longer term.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the only other thing that I think there may be a market for.
Yeah.
Aside from that, yeah, just
That's actually a great idea to let people know, don't limit yourself from, not be able to do co-living, like without owning the property, but you can lease it and then turn into co-living.
Right.
Yes.
Perhaps you could maybe even lease the walls, right?
Yeah.
You have the whole service, somebody comes in, installs it, or you can make it easier for a property owner who does the rental arbitrage.
Right. We might think into that. Thank you for the, ideas and stuff. Yeah. Can you tell us, what did we help you install besides just the wall panels, the lighting, the fan?
Yeah, there's a lot more. Actually, you guys were able to fill in a lot of the gaps because I did not think about that. The one light in the living room is in there, so we wouldn't have any other light. But you guys also installed this. It was actually really smart how you guys did the lighting in here, because rather than reroute a light switch and tear down the walls, you're able to use like a remote control fan. Yeah, so that was exactly. So the fan with the lights. So I thought that was pretty clever, very useful. Also, I originally wanted to put the door over there, but after talking to you guys, I think you've probably seen different co-living properties. You guys made the point to put it here, and it just makes a lot more sense.
Right. Yeah. If you don't, you notice the counter, it will take up the space.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right. Well, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for taking your time out and answer some of these questions so we can help
Sure.
improve our product and our services in the future, and that way people can understand the benefits of these cubicle walls.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.